guys, welcome back to the channel, and we're at the final movie of the original trilogy, and sixth movie overall, sixth episode overall, I should say, but the final movie in the Skywalker saga. Uh, but of course, it's the prequel came second, right? So it's actually the third movie shot, but then well, never mind. You understand what I mean. So it is the sixth movie of episode 6, Return of the Jedi. Pretty interesting film. It ties into all the previous things, gives us a good conclusion. So that's a review. No. Yeah, so once again, we've got Mark Hamill, Harrison Ford, Carrie Fisher, Billy D. Williams, Anthony Daniels, David Prowse, Kenny Baker, Peter Mayhew, Frank Oz, and returning as the voice of Darth Vader, you've got, and I am blanking on his name right now. I cannot believe it that I am blanking on his name right now. James Earl Jones. Oof. Man, I was blanking on the name. So yeah, and like I said, it's the final in the Skywalker trilogy. So Luke Skywalker and his friends, Carrie Princess Leia and everybody else, they're trying to free Han Solo from Jabba the Hutt. So that's the first part of the movie, and yeah, it's my least favorite of the movie, to be honest. Least favorite part of the movie, but it serves its purpose. They managed to free him. He's reunited with his friends, and then while the rest of them recoup, Luke Skywalker, the Galactic Empire find out that, the rebels find out that the Galactic Empire is constructing a second Death Star to try and eliminate the rebels, and so Luke Skywalker goes back to complete his training with Yoda, and then that's where he finds out that Leia is his twin sister, and he is also hoping to not just destroy the Death Star with his friends, but he wants to destroy the Emperor and try to bring his father, Darth Vader, back into the light side of the Force. Right? So that's the story written by, George Lucas. And it, like I said, except for that first part, I actually enjoyed this movie quite a bit. It's kind of like a little dull. That's the only thing I can say. I can't stand Jabba the Hutt and his folks. So yeah, so that's basically it. We also get to see the Ewoks in this movie, and I adore the Ewoks. The Ewoks are pretty cute. In fact, I want to watch the Ewok adventure movie after this. So there's that. This is the movie that which Luke Skywalker gets his green lightsaber. His lightsaber is green, right? Okay, all right. What else? So he returns to Dagobah and he completes his Jedi training. Yoda is dying. Yoda dies right at the end. He just talked to him about his father being Darth Vader, formerly the Jedi Knight, Anakin Skywalker. And he says there's another Skywalker who's your sister, and he realizes, even though he's talking about it, he knows that, that, Luke is able to realize that Leia is his sister. And then Yoda dies, becomes one with the Force, and then he goes back to them, and then they can see the change. So they go to the forest moon of Endor, which is where there's an energy shield protecting the station, so that's their plan. They run into these Ewoks who initially captures Leia, but then she befriends, I'm not sure which, I don't know the name. I only know cricket, so I don't know anybody else. So they manage to beat everybody. There's a lot of fights happening, there's all that. Luke decides to give himself up because he wants to meet his father, and he tries to convince him, but doesn't seem it's happening. But he can sense that there is some good in Darth Vader, and then towards the end, they have a fight. Um Luke tries to give in to his anger and attempts to kill the Emperor, but Vader intervenes. They have a lightsaber duel. Uh, Luke gets the upper hand. He managed to cut off or sever the prosthetic hand of Vader, and then the Emperor betrays Vader by ordering Luke to kill his father, take his place. He refuses, and he says he's a Jedi, just like his father before him, and he means Anakin Skywalker. And the Emperor starts torturing Luke with the Force lightning. This is finally too much for Darth Vader to bear, and he lifts the Emperor and pushes down the shaft. He's electrocuted and killed, but as we find out, there are his clones. And Vader, had all the energy taken out of him, kind of like a Bollywood film where, the last moment he falls down, he asks Luke to remove his mask, and then he kind of redeems, and Anakin Skywalker passes away. You get to see his Force energy as Hayden Christensen, because it's the remastered version that I watched, sorry, and everybody is defeated. So the Rebel Alliance is successful. They destroyed the Imperial command ship. The Death Star is no more, and they're all celebrating on Endor. Everybody else is celebrating in other places, but our heroes are celebrating on Endor with the Ewoks, and then Luke steps aside a little bit to go and see the Force spirits of Obi-Wan Kenobi, Yoda, and Anakin watching them with smiling faces. So that's it. Basically, the story, like I said, it's pretty famous. I don't really need to go down the storyline. Budget-wise, it was made on a budget of, and it says here, with a 10 million gap in between, 32.5 to 42.7 million dollars is the budget, and it made 482 million at the box office. I think in current times that would be way higher. I don't know how much that would be. Probably around the 800 mark, I guess. Yeah. It's made its money over the years. DVDs, re-releases, and all that stuff. Home media. So, rating, give this movie an 8 out of 10, man. It's a fun ride. Like I said, it's not. Had that initial part been a little better, for me at least. I'm not talking about myself. I'm pretty sure a lot of people love this movie way more than I do. But like I said, I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan either. I do enjoy the movies, and of course there are a lot of the series as well. But yeah. So after this, of course, we have the prequel trilogy, and then the next sequel movies, the 3 movies with Daisy, what's her name? Ray. What Ray? Something Ray. That's how much I know the new movies, by the way. I've only watched them once each. Daisy Ridley, that's her name, but I can't remember the name of the character. Have a quick check. It's embarrassing that I don't know. Chai Cheers plays Ray. Yeah. So that's basically it for this movie. Let's keep it as short as possible. The Last Jedi, pretty good movie. Take care.